When you look at a can of green beans, it seems, well, pretty simple, right? But what if I told you that the story of how it gets from a farm to a family is actually two incredible journeys rolled into one?
I mean, seriously, have you ever actually stopped in the grocery aisle and just thought about it? The sheer amount of work, the people, the miles, it's kind of wild when you break it down.
And that's what's so cool about this. You've got one single starting point, a bean growing on a stalk, that can end up taking two completely different roads. One is all about industry, and the other, it's all about community. So let's trace them both.
Okay, so let's dive right in. This here is the full map of the journey, like a bird's eye view. We're going from a farm in London, Ontario, all the way to a family's dinner table. You can already see how the path can split. Let's break it down, starting with that first, more familiar route.
First up is the path we all kind of know, right? The super efficient industrial machine that gets food from the dirt to the supermarket. It all starts in the field, of course. From there, it's a total whirlwind. Modern machines swoop in and pick the beans. Boom, they're on a truck to a processing plant. Then, a fully automated system cleans, cooks, and seals them into cans. This whole chain is just a marvel of efficiency, all designed to get food onto a truck and out the door as fast as humanly, or mechanically, possible.
And just like that, here we are, step 6. The first leg of the journey is done. Our can of green beans has landed at a local grocery store, stacked perfectly on a shelf, just waiting for someone to grab it. But this is where our story splits in two.
Because right here, in this totally normal moment of grocery shopping, one simple choice can send that can on a completely different adventure.
This is it. This is the fork in the road. So on one side, you've got a customer buying the can for their own pantry. Totally normal. But on the other side, a customer makes a different choice. They buy that same can and they immediately put it in a food bank donation bin. That one little act, it kicks off a whole new journey.
And that donated can, it doesn't sit around for long. The London Food Bank van swings by to pick up all the donations. This is the moment the baton gets passed, The can officially leaves the commercial world and enters this amazing community network.
And this is where you really see the human touch that defines this second path. Inside the food bank's warehouse, you've got volunteers, real people, carefully sorting every single item by hand. This whole operation is fueled by nothing but community spirit, just making sure everything gets where it needs to go. From that sorting table, our can of green beans gets placed into a food hamper. And that hamper is then given directly to a client, a neighbor, a local family. The can is now this direct line of support, a real bridge from one person in the community to another.
So we've just followed two totally different paths. One was all about commerce, the other was all about community. But the really remarkable thing is, they both end up in the exact same place.
And this, right here, is the big takeaway. It doesn't matter if it traveled the commercial route from a store shelf or the community route from a food bank. Its ultimate purpose, its final job, is exactly the same: to become part of a meal and to provide nourishment.
And here it is, the final stop for both journeys. A family sitting around a table, sharing a meal. This is the moment where that long, complicated trip finally finds its meaning in something as simple and as important as a warm plate of food and a moment of connection.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? So, next time you open your pantry, just take a look around. Every single can, every box has a story of travel, of work, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of community love. What other amazing journeys are just sitting there on your shelves?